Stop panicking. We know what happened now. It was a BYBIT got hacked. BYBIT was hacked for $1.4 billion. I believe most of it was Ethereum that was taken. Yeah, Ethereum, mostly Ethereum that was taken from their exchange. And that is why we saw today, and you see here on the right side of the screen, down incredibly across the board there. Across the board, it was awful. CleanSpark down 8%, MAR down 8%, Bit Digital 8%, BitF 5%, Riot 9%, Iron almost 12%. Almost 10, almost double digits for everyone. MicroStrategy down 7.48%. MSTX, the 2x fund for MSTR, 14%. BitDeer also 12%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's only down 3%. Ethereum, the thing that had over $1 billion worth of it stolen, only down 3.5%. So overreaction much? I think that might be the case. So everyone needs to calm down. There was a hack. The hack is over. They're working on dealing with it now. Yeah, this is a serious overreaction in my opinion. I mean, it was also options expiration day for February, so it was extra volatile today already to begin with. You can see here SOXL down 9.12%. We're basically back to where we started when I started talking about it. Let me go to the 1 day here. Yeah, we're basically back to where I started talking about it at, which was back here around like $29-ish. Yeah, after we went up to 32, almost 33, and then boom, 1 day all the way back down. That sucks. Qualcomm for some reason dropped almost 5%, which was interesting. Nvidia down 4%. We come down. Tesla also down 4.68%. Everything's down. It's just a brutal day. Palantir down 4.63%. Let's open that one real quick, if it's gonna load. Yeah, so we're looking at this. I'm watching this nice and close. I sold half my position up at like 115, and then I sold a covered call on the rest of it down at about 105, and I'm just kind of letting that fall back down. I'm expecting it to come down probably into the mid 80s around this 0.618 there, maybe 786 at some point in the next couple of months. That's what I'm looking for. Of course, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. It's just my thoughts here and what I've been doing. One sector that has been doing really good despite everything, Chinese stocks. We're talking about BABA up 5.72%. That one's getting real hot. We got PDD, Podua, up 5.57%. The index itself, FXI, up 1.43% today. Look at that BABA chart, man. That is insane. I charted this yellow line here a while ago. I should have traded it when it crossed that thing, just like with ACMR. I should have just done it. I'm looking at JD actually right now. JD is on my list. Now, Baba's got the AI aspect, which JD I don't believe does. JD's more of a pure retail play in terms of they sell things to people. Just like, like Amazon, but minus all the cool stuff. Baba's like Amazon with all the cool stuff. Yeah, JD is doing a similar thing, right? It's breaking that line, it's hanging out on it. Now it's trying to break out above it. Once it's above, like solidly above 42, I'm looking at this one to come back up to about 48. And then you got PDD. They broke out down here. I did like 2 trades on this thing on these different bull flags on the way up. But if it holds where it currently is, which it looks like it might, if it opens up here next week, we're looking at a move back up to 140, potentially even all the way back up to the top of 150 here throughout next week on PDD, assuming all things remain the same as they are right now for the stock. So anyways, there was a hack. BYBIT got hacked, $1.4 billion lost in Ethereum. Everything, even crypto adjacent, took an absolute dive, which was already in progress because of options expiration day and because we're going into the back end of February. The last 2 weeks of February are traditionally pretty terrible. So we really weren't expecting good performance out of it, or at least I wasn't expecting good performance out of February this week and next week. I wasn't prepared for this specifically, but it happened. and I'm looking where I want to buy next. That's my idea. My thought is, where am I going to buy? I'm probably going to add to SOXL. I might consider Qualcomm if it does a recovery later. I'm looking at VRT. VRT dropped 8% today. This one's serious. All right, let's see. VRT dropped 8% today. Okay. NVIDIA's earnings are next week, next Wednesday. They are going to talk more about the Blackwell chip. Are those things shipping yet? Are they, how many are they expecting to sell? Guess who sells cooling systems for those? VRT. They build cooling systems for those things. They do liquid cooling, which is what is necessary for the Blackwell chips. So this has been diving as, especially after the DeepSeek revelation. You can see that big gap right there. That's from DeepSeek. So once it breaks this yellow line here, this diagonal line here, I'm looking for it to come back up to about 126, maybe even all the way back up to 156, but I'm watching. It's coming back down to where I was looking at it before. I first started talking about this stock back here on this previous decline over here. And let's go get a ray here. We'll get the ray out. What happened after it broke that line? Oh, it came down on this line, and then it broke it, and it went up. Let's see if you got in on the first pullback after it broke that line. It went up 85%. Okay, if we just go back up to 155, we're looking at a move of 62%. Okay, so that's why I'm watching Vertiv. Vertiv is getting to an area where I'm very, very interested in it again, and where I can see it potentially making a move that I might be very happy with. So I'm watching Vertiv again. I'm expecting it to do maybe not exactly like this, but something like this. Like, look at this, ACMR broke my yellow line. If you bought the first pullback on that broken line, so it broke the line and then did a little pullback back to baseline, if you bought that all from there, from trough to peak, we're looking at 86%, currently still up 72.96%. It's getting back into my little box there. I'd be looking for it to come back down to this white line and do a little bounce off of that before I'd be interested again in ACMR, potentially maybe even running up into the 30s. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it very close. In fact, I'm going to draw a line there right now. I want to see it come back to maybe like here. That's what I want to see. This one about right there, in the vicinity of this white line here at 2336. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Just came on to tell you to calm down. Everything's going to be okay unless you had Ethereum at BYBIT, in which case I'm sorry, and you're probably having an even worse day than I am. Anyways, with that said, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.